online kids, welcome to another craft time with Pastor Maddi. I am so excited to be here with you guys, putting together our crafts from our Sunday lesson. We are working through the month of April. Last week we got to celebrate Easter. It was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that craft. Today we've got another one. We are continuing on with our Easter kind of story and what's been happening after the fact. So today, this week, our story was about how Jesus met his disciples on the shore and they had breakfast, and he had breakfast with them. But before them, so Jesus had been appearing to other people, and he hadn't seen he hadn't seen these disciples yet. And so they were out all night fishing in the boats. Remember, the majority of the disciples were all fishermen. So they would be out there in the boats, they were casting their nets and pulling them up, and they didn't find anything. They fished all night long. All night long. Who goes to bed at 8? That's not true. I go to bed about 10, 11 o'clock at night. So it's a little later. But all night long, that's like staying up for past New Year's Eve. How many of you have stayed up till midnight on New Year's? Yeah, it's super fun. These guys were up until the sun came up. They never went to sleep, and they kept throwing their nets trying to pull up fish, and they found nothing. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Couldn't find it. How frustrating is that? So irritating, so frustrating. All of a sudden, sun's starting to come up. They see the beach. On the beach, there's a man, and he is cooking breakfast. And then all of a sudden, he calls out, and he goes, "Hey, try the other side of the boat." And the disciples are starting to wonder, and their wheels are turning, and they're kind of like, maybe? I don't know. So they throw their nets on the other side, and guess what? They found tons and tons and tons of fish. Their boats could not carry. Their nets were about to break. That's how much fish they caught. Right then and there, they knew it was Jesus, and they were so excited. They pulled in all the fish that they could, and they raced back to shore, and they got to have breakfast with Jesus on the beach and share with him. What an awesome, awesome thing. What an amazing miracle. Even after Jesus has been raised from the dead, he is still loving on his disciples. He's still having breakfast with them, and he is still doing miracles. Amazing. So today, to help us remember this, we are going to make our own version of a fishy breakfast. So, things that you will need. You're going to need your fish piece of paper. You're going to need your the paper plate. You are going to need some glue. I still have glitter glue. That's just what we're using. So, glitter glue. You will also need, of course, scissors with your parents' help. You need, as I throw things, crayons, markers, or colored pencils, whatever you would choose. Does not matter, but you're going to need something to color on. And then last but not least, this one you are going to need your parents. You need plastic wrap. So it's the clear plastic wrap that you put on food. You're going to need that for the end. So we're going to dive on into our craft, and we're going to create our wonderful fishy breakfast. Ready? Here we go.
same. So hold on tight and follow real close. God is good and He's in control. Clap your hands like this. Now do the twist. Stomp your feet the same. Now sing this way. Oh, 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 oh. There's a whole lot of change coming your way, 'cause like it or not, nothing stays the same. So hold on tight and follow real close. God is good and He's in control. Clap your hands like...
Awesome job. Wasn't that such a fun craft? What a cool reminder that, you know what, that God is still doing miracles even after He was raised from the dead. All of this to remind us that, you know what, our theme for this month is bloom, and Jesus is alive. He did not stay dead in that tomb. He has been resurrected. He's been raised from the dead, and we get to follow after Him, which was our theme from last month, follow the leader. So now we really get to follow Him now that He's alive, and we continue to follow hard after Him. I love you guys. I hope you had a blast hanging out and doing the craft with me. It was super fun. So awesome. I love you guys, and I will see you again for craft time next week.